Okay, wait a minute. Yes, so let me give you what you need to improve. Here we go. So can you see the screen here?
No, I can't see the screen. Oh yeah, now I can.
Okay. So remember, in thesis, the foremost important thing is your introduction and your results. So as I mentioned here, if you read the first paragraph, the reader will lose its interest because you use, excessively the word and. In every line, there are more than 2, 3, 5 ands. Okay, try to more, elaborate this one and try to get rid of this and problem, at least in first paragraph. So rewrite this first paragraph in a way that you minimize the word of and, or if you need to make it into two sentences, then just split this into two sentences. Don't need to write down, don't need to connect every, make a one sentence for more than 2 or 3 lines. You understand my point?
Yes, I'll try to do that.
Okay. And I found 2 or 3, and one I also mentioned here, this grammatical error. So this is just for online because nowadays we don't have hard copy, we have soft copy. So even if we are not interested in your thesis, but still, if this kind of thing happens, grammatical mistake, which is just in a click, in a matter of like seconds for you, just click and do for grammatical check. If that still happens, then it may be against you. The reader can be biased by taking just, oh, she's not interested in her thesis at all, because I can see a lot of grammatical mistakes and my computer can easily point out that. So these kind of things you must take care regarding that. And also okay, so before the research objective here,
Okay.
let me change the color so that these are, yeah. Before research objectives, add one paragraph which mentions like this. Okay, in the light of above studies, or in the light of above mentioned, you can say the information. Now, this research, basically you are repeating, sometimes you need to repeat a number of times the same word or the same line, the same sentence, so that it create connection. So you see, you started from this paragraph and you all of a sudden jump to research objective. So you need to create a flow. In order to create flow, you just mention over there, okay, in the above scenario, in the light of above scenario, or I want to do this research, which basically what you have to do, you have to mention this answer, that why you want to do this study, right? The above study shares some light on the importance of this topic, on the importance of railway projects and supply chain management. So it is important for us, for the author, to deep dive or explore further these studies, and hence we develop a research objective, which we will discuss in following bullet point, or in which will be discussed as follows. So it creates a very nice connection between paragraph as well, right?
Okay.
You understand my point?
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I will add something that has to do with my research objective.
Okay. So because The chapter 1
connection
is
between
very
the
important
research.
because you are building your research and you are creating the attention of reader that this is important. And why this is important? Because of this. I have developed this. And my, for example, here you you mentioned research objective, right? Very nice. And when you see here the research goal, there is no connection between research aim and research goal. You can develop something. Okay. For example, you said
Yes.
that the main purpose of this research is to analyze how the One Belt and One Road initiative has affected infrastructure in Serbia, mainly the Budapest
Mm-hmm.
and Belgrade railway project, right? You analyze that one very
Yes.
nice. And then here you should mention like that. So in the light of above above research aim, we narrowed down our research goal as, you can write it down here, right? You are building connection so that the reader understand that, okay, aims are different, research goal is different, research question is different, right? And research questions, at least you mention at least 3 questions, right?
Okay.
Your main objective is that you want to find out the One Belt, One Road, it has effect on Serbia. And the goal is that you will be analyzing, through supply chain or whatsoever, you write down over there. But the research question is that which kind of readers will read your thesis and extract information. That can be your research question. For example, those who are interested in finding out the importance of railway, they can consult your thesis, right? So you can see that, okay, what is the importance of Budapest Belgrade railway in the economy, right? Or you can say
Mm-hmm.
that, how much is, how much big the this BB railway, the Budapest and Belgrade railway effect of the economy, why it is so important, right? And lastly, you can add this, that in what way will the opening of Budapest railway affect our economy, right? You can, first of all, you can talk about that. What is the research question going to be? What is this BB railway project, in which you talk about, and all these you will answer. Some of them you will answer in your literature review. Of course, it will be already over
Mm-hmm.
there that this much is the cost of this railway. This is so huge. It's like that, and they are carrying, different oil products, daily products. I have seen over there some explosive, this kind of stuff. I just read over there. So when you start writing conclusion, over there you will mention answers to our research questions. And you will mention over there, as I mentioned in my literature review, right, under this heading, this question is already answered. Okay, this question is already answered in literature review part, that one. And the last question, which was our the prime objective, or was our research aim, I have answered through our results, and we have concluded this kind of stuff. You understand my point?
I don't really understand this conclusion part, but
Okay, we will write over there
I
later.
mean, where am I going to write it?
When you go over there, then we'll talk about how you will write this conclusion part. Okay, but
Okay.
make 3 or 4 research questions. Okay, basically the
Okay, I will.
questions are like, which kind of people are going to consult your thesis, and what kind of information they can get. You can make those information as your research questions, right?
Okay.
So including your this part, the main question, you can also have a sub question as well. And also you mentioned
Okay.
your personal interest. See, in research, nothing is like in the air. No argument should be in the air. There must be some kind of theory, some kind of prior studies behind that. So like you mentioned, there's a unique relationship between China and Serbia, right? And
Yes.
that keeps stronger every year. What is the logic behind that? What is the, which theory is behind that, or which study, or from
But
where
I already written that. Should I erase this part?
you
Because I
can.
really don't know what to write anymore. Honestly, I put so much effort in this. I mean, I'm gonna change what you tell me to change, but
So
if
the
I don't
personal
know what
interest,
to
okay,
write more, I'm just gonna erase it. I mean,
personal interest, you can write it down in personal interest like that. Okay, why it is so personal for me? First of all, I want to do an job in over there, or my family business is like that. They are utilizing this kind of railways, railway services. So it will help in my personal business development as well. Plus, I want to know when we are expanding the business. I want to know how much this railway, this kind of railway, is going to contribute to the local Serbian economy, or how much this project is special to my business. And second or third one, you can just mention that this is a person's interest arise because of that I have a very strong connections in these kind of community, or in these like management or something. So that is the plus point. That's why, because you can get the data over there. You can mention that I can get the data, or I can get interview very easily because I have some kind of family connections. So all these included in personal interest, or if you get some kind of uh, some grant or some funds to do research, then these kind of things have been added here in personal interest. Otherwise, if you cannot do that, then just delete this part. Understand?
okay. Because I don't want to lie. I mean, it has nothing to do with me. My personal interest is to write my thesis, to be fair. I mean, I don't want to, it
If
has nothing to do with my business or anything, but I
okay,
had to pick the.
if nothing is there, no funding is there, no family interest is there, no business interest, personal
No.
business interest is there, and then why there is a need to write this? Everybody know that
I don't know.
this.
I saw other people writing it, and because few friends of mine sent me the just to see how the thesis look like, and then I was thinking maybe I should
I
include
told you,
it
you
as
can have
a.
2 or 3 points. There are, couple of things, or that that personally, make me realize that I want to do. I have an interest in this. First of all, is my family connection with this management.
I can write. I can write it. I just have interest in a relationship between China and Serbia, and that's all. That
It will
this is
basically
the project that can
it will
contribute to
strengthen your
economy.
research. Basically, it will strengthen your research that okay, this girl it has its own personal interest, and it has the motives, and it has the means to explore, or to gather data through its family channels or through its business interest. Then this girl's research is gonna be like worthwhile to read. You understand my point?
So I can just, yes, so I can write in the personal interest part, just my interest is to contribute into the relationship between Serbia and China, and that I believe that the railway will have a positive impact on the economy, therefore on the people that live in Serbia. I don't know.
Okay. You write down your this is personal interest, not personal opinion. In my belief that it will be, increasing the
Yeah, I understand.
that is your personal opinions, and the heading is personal interest. Personal interest heading means which kind of factors motivate you to do this research. One,
Maybe just because, but I'm gonna mention it later. I mean, in second part. But maybe I can just say that it can contribute to my future business idea.
you can say that. No, you have to write down in a way that it looks like your personal interest, not